Hello everybody and welcome to the debut episode of Serg Explorations and Observations. I am Serg. I am primarily the tech person for this channel, but they decided to give me a chance to do my own show. And on this show, we are going to be exploring various places in my hometown El Paso and around the world. And some of them I will give my thoughts, and others I will just videotape what I see and let you people enjoy it. Hey wait. Hope you enjoy the video, and let our journey begin. Hello YouTube, my name is Serg. I'm an associate here on the Gold Ticker 13 channel. And today, if you notice behind me, there's a sign that's welcoming me. That's because today I'm going to be walking the Mount Cristo Rey path to go up to the actual cross here in Sunland Park. To those of you who may not know, it's this giant cross that overlooks the mountains of Sunland Park, New Mexico, and El Paso, not to mention Ciudad Juarez. As a local, I've seen glimpses of it from far away, and I've always been curious about it. But now today I am actually going to walk up this mountain to go see it in person and maybe take some pictures. Along the way, you'll see some other interesting things that I just noticed while I was starting to get up here. And maybe I'll show you something else that I found on the way down, if I can find it again. So wish me luck on my journey. Okay, only a few seconds or maybe a minute into my little walk up the path to take me to the cross. All of a sudden, I noticed this. There seems to be a small green cross with another cross on it right here for some reason. Why this is here? I do not know, but it was like I said, there seems to be some interesting things along the way we might see until we reach our destination. Yeah, I have not gone that far from where I am, and yet my truck already looks pretty far. No, I gotta be careful, cause it's hard to tell what could be lurking on these mountains. Anyone, anything, who knows? In any case, best case, try and run. Okay, as I am continuing my ascent, now I noticed two interesting things along the way. First is another cross. It seems to be similar, though it has a ring on it. Wonder if the other one had a ring like it, but it fell off at some point. Who knows? But the second thing is over here. Looks like a little gate. I think I will check it out. Check it out while I'm walking. Seems it must have some significance. Wonder if there's a statue in there and they're protecting it. Let's take a look. Oh, hey, here's a plaque. I think it has some information. Let's see what it says. Oh, it looks like it must be explaining the history of it. San Antonio de Paso. I don't know if I pronounced that last name correct or not. Can someone please point it out to me if I did? According to this, it says, one day, a young monk borrowed Saint Anthony's prayer book without permission, but returned it quickly because he thought he had seen a devil, and this sight had made him feel guilty. For this reason, Anthony always has been associated with things that have been lost, and some Christians pray to him to help them find lost objects. Oh. Well, doesn't seem to have any significance to the mountain that I know of. But that's pretty interesting. Could help me because I lose a lot of things. Anyway. But now back to this. We have discovered this little structure. And I believe these must be the steps to it. So we are going to try and examine it up close and personal. I was right. There is a statue in here. Wonder if the statue is in memory of that monk people were talking about. And it seems people left some stuff to it as an offering. I wish I had a coin or something to leave. Something to show my support. I may not be a religious man, but it's always good to have beliefs. And look at this over here. There's some sort of structure. Don't know if it was a house, if it was a building for an occupation. But whatever it was, it's here now. Maybe we might learn more about it as we keep going on. We shall keep pressing on. Okay, not far from where I was with the statue and the cross, but there appears to be some little tables and chairs. I wonder if this is a point where I wonder if this was a spot where people. Anyway, these tables and chairs look like they're falling apart a bit, but I think this was once a spot where people could come and catch a break while climbing the mountain if they got tired. Because trust me, walking is not easy. I think I see some fur up ahead. They must put these here for people who are walking and want to take a break. And as we keep going, you can see the cross getting bigger and bigger little bit by bit. We shall keep on exploring and hopefully reach the top soon. Okay, while walking the path, I have gotten a better view of the structure, and you can see See, that seems in the back a rock structure sticking out that might have been a chimney for a fireplace. And let's see what we can see by going around to the other side of the house. That seems to be more open. So far, there doesn't appear to be much, but you can see some very detailed rock work right there. And it looks like parts of the house are buried under rubble. Don't know if because of rock slides or because it was built around it like that. But this is turning out to be a pretty interesting walk. As I keep walking up the path that I took, I can barely see it. It's become less visible from the vantage point that I am at. But still, this is a nice little walk. And hopefully, and as I keep on going, the cross keeps getting bigger and bigger. Also appears along the way there are a couple trash cans for people in case they have stuff they want to throw away. Well, and look what we have here. It appears that another cross has appeared in our way. Well, not in our way, but wonder if these crosses play a significant role, if they have a certain meaning to all this. As I have a look at this cross, it looks the same as the last one, though the small cross in the middle seems to be falling apart a little bit. I wonder if over time they will try to repair these crosses so that they continue being symbols on this path, for whatever reason it may be. And from right here, you can see that the cross is getting bigger. Hopefully we shall be there soon. This part seems to be a little narrow and rocky, so it's a good thing that this is a path where you have to walk by foot and you can't bring vehicles. With parts of the road or walkway being this rough, they are extreme dangers everywhere, not just from the animals, but from the ground itself. One wrong move and boom, you hurt yourself. So far, I haven't ran into anything special, but I think that makes it a bit of a nice walk. Not worrying about stuff that might bug me. Now things are getting a little bit more interesting. Up ahead. Let's see what the sign says, if there's anything on it. But other than that, there's a cross there, and there's another cross over here. I don't think I'll show that sign. There seems to be some words written on it that I don't feel comfortable. But let's get off the path for a little bit and look at this. This structure is incredible. There appears to be a cross with these stone pillars around it. If you look, these stone pillars are in a circular shape of sort. And there appears to be steps right here. And we have a better view of the cross. There must have been like some specific structure here with significance for these stones to be arranged like that.
And here's the cross up close, along with this platform. Must have had some significance with the pillars behind me, which also appear to have circular rocks arranged around them. Rocks. And from this point, I have a good view of both the power plant and the shops of Solana. There's the power plant, and there are the shops. Let's keep on walking. Okay, so as we're walking down this path, we have a better view of one of the crosses. And if you look at the top, it has the Roman numeral for, I believe, 4 on it, meaning this must be cross number 4. So depending on the next one we see, should be cross number 5. If that has a significant role or not, or if this is the only one with this, because I wasn't able to get a good view of the other ones. But we will keep on walking and see what significance, if there's any, with these crosses. All in all, these crosses are just really nice to look at, in my opinion. Alright, now this is cool. We found another statue right here, and it looks nicer than the last one, because they seem to have built an actual set of stairs around it, along with bars to protect it. Look at this. Saint Joseph paid a crucial role as the head and guardian of the family of Jesus and Mary. He is a model of the humble and just man who works to realize God's will. Saint Joseph prayed that we too may work God's kingdom. Interesting. Well, if you look at it, there seems to be some crosses wrapped around not only the statue of the man, but also the child, which means that there have been people who have come and placed them. There's even candles that they must have lit to help with their prayers. It is interesting to see some of the stuff that I am seeing along this path. And I am seriously glad that I decided to take this trip up the mountain. Okay, so I have just discovered another cross, and there appears to be a Roman numeral of 5 on it. So it looks like these crosses are numbered. It's just hard to tell from far away on some of them. And it seems that they have an important role here. I still haven't figured that out yet, but the fact that these crosses have these numbers makes you feel like you're protected of sorts, in a way. In my opinion, that's what I think. So let us keep traveling down this trail. Oh, we have come across the sign. Let's see what it says. Okay, we have found another sign. This one says, Our Lady of Fatima, pray the rosary. Let's go check it out. I don't know exactly how to pray, but I think I will try my best to see what I can do. Okay, so we are walking this vast path that's off the trail a bit to come check out this structure over here that I must be the Lady of Fatima. To have this much face for it is incredible. Okay, we have arrived at the site. And let's see. At the moment, we have discovered this large cross surrounded by jugs of water. The part of me wonders, is it regular water, or there's a chance that this is actual holy water? There's also flowers surrounding it. Not sure why it had pink ribbons on it, but it must be significant. That's all I can say. Has to have some significance. And over here, we have what appears not to be a statue, but a painting of a figure. This must be the lady that people were talking about. It is beautiful. Don't know if you can see it very well, but it is a beautiful painting in good condition. And around the corner here are some water bottles. Lots of water bottles. Not sure why there's water bottles, but I will worry about that later. Right now, this spot, we are not at the top yet, but look at this. From this vantage point, we have a good view of a few things. Over here, you can see both Western Playland and the Sunland Park Casino. There's Sunland Park. Right across from it, the Sunland Park Casino. You also can see the power plant right there. And across I-10, there you can get a good view of the shops of Solana. And also all the way over here, kind of difficult to see because of how small it is the famous State Line restaurant. It is difficult to see, but that's the structure you're looking at. It's the State Line restaurant. Now then, time to get back on the path to get to the top of this mountain. It seems along the path that there is a second path, so that means that I can take this path to get back on the original one. So you can go one way to come to the statue, or to the painting and the cross, and then another way to hop back on the path without having to go that crazy route. Fascinating, in my opinion. While coming up the path, I noticed this table. Like I said, it seems that there are parts of this path that are designed to be stopping points for if you want to take a break and catch your breath. But we are still continuing our journey up. And what do you know? We come across, I believe, cross number 6. There's cross number 6, and hopefully, I'm not much of a religious man, but I hope that someone is watching out for us as we take this path to such a structure. As you notice the pathway, it's crazy about how it weaves around at certain points. At certain points, it's not like a straight path. You gotta do all sorts of twists and turns. That is insane. Especially when the more you get to the top, it like really twist and turn. Oh, almost like a snake. This is pretty fascinating to be exploring. Still not at the top yet, but man, the view is sure becoming interesting. So far you can see a lot of Sunland Park and other stuff in the distance, but hopefully I'm hoping at the top that I will be able to see El Paso. Now the path is weaving again, but it's weaving a lot smaller. But as we're walking up this path, we can see another cross in the distance over there. It just fascinates me more and more the more I walk. Some of the stuff I'm seeing for the first time in my life. And maybe this is the first time anyone who's watching this video might be watching it as well. So if you are watching this and you've already seen it, and that means that you have taken this incredible walk up such an interesting mountain top here. Again, here is the cross, and there is another number on it. Yeah, you see, all these crosses are numbered. And let's see. How about down in the comment section, anyone who is watching this video, if you made it to the end, how about we tally up all the crosses you see in the video, just to let me know that you have watched it. As we keep approaching the top, there it is, the cross. It's looking bigger and bigger the closer we get. And at the top, we will be able to see just how truly big it is in person. This is seriously an amazing sight to behold, in my opinion. This is why exploring new places is what fascinates me. Okay, now this is a unique find. Up here on the mountain, there seems to be an old metal structure, and it seems, if you look closely, it has bullet holes. Those look like bullet holes. There appears to be writing on the container, but I'm not sure what it says. If anyone can read it clearly and translate it, let me know what it says, please. And it's located not that far from, you guessed it, another cross. All these crosses seem to be at different vantage points, which is unique. And because of how I am, you can also see planes flying pretty close to. They appear close because of how high we are to the sky. Okay, so I just noticed this on the cross. On the stone that the cross is on. Not sure if there was anything else here, but there's a big hole with a plaque in it, dedicated in memory of, I think that says Master General Lord F. Costa, January 8th, 1885 to December 10th, 1965. Founder, Mount Cristo Rey. Viva Cristo Rey. So this plaque is in honor of the man who helped create this incredible structure. If anyone can tell me what SMGR stands for, that would be helpful. But to spend his life creating such a structure, it is unimaginable. And as we get closer, not only do we see the cross, but you can see a cage. What is in it? We will know the moment we get to it. This should be interesting. I am still high in the mountains, but below me, you can see a train moving along the tracks. This is a very good view of so much stuff you can see. Not just the cars on the I-10, but the trains on the railroad as well. And in the background of all this, the Franklin Mountains. What a view, if I do say so myself. Currently the path I am is getting even more narrow. We still have a good view of a lot of things, and some other things are coming into view the more we walk along the mountain. We are starting to see parts of El Paso up here off in the distance. Hopefully we will get a much better view once we reach the top. As we are walking down the path, we have stumbled upon, another cross. I wonder if the Cristo means Christ, and all these crosses are part of its name, to show that this mountain is not just a mountain, but it's a symbol of something else, something in a sense that only certain people can understand. Okay, we are at the top. Well, I believe halfway to the top. And we have spotted along the way another cross. Nope. I don't know what it is about it, all these crosses on top of the mountain, but something about all these crosses, give you a feeling, of like you're being watched by something that just wants to watch you. Something wants to make sure you're doing okay, in my opinion. And the more and more I go up this mountain, the more I gotta appreciate what a view. If you look at this side, at the moment you're seeing Sunland Park, New Mexico, but if you look over here, you can already start seeing the border of Juarez. And the giant wall that goes on for hours, well, miles actually, and it's not really much of a wall, more like a giant metal fence. I think I used that wording wrong. Sorry about that. But there's the structure that separates Mexico from the U.S. Now that we are higher up, we have a better view of the next cross on the path. Okay, as we come up the path, here's another cross. This one's a lot more closer compared to the other one. Since this one is more lower, we can get a better view of it. It's pretty, yeah, you can see that it's a good height and it has a unique design with an interesting color. And you can see the mini cross in the front along with the number on top. Also from here, if you look to your right, you can see bits of El Paso in the distance. And also here, you can see that we are a lot closer to the top. So we are almost there. Just need to push a little bit further and then we will reach our destination. While I was walking up the mountain, I noticed something. It's very high up, but there's another cross. Don't know why it's so high up. But it's in a spot that makes it almost hidden. So it's like one of those little details, those hidden details that you have to try and find yourself. Fascinating. Anyway, we are almost to our destination. Our destination is on site, along with that mysterious cage that we were looking at. We shall be there soon to unravel what they look like and what they are exactly. Hello. Okay, so I'm almost at the top of our destination, which is right behind me, as you can see, along with that cage structure right there. But if you notice something, if you look behind me, you have a good view, right? Well, if you look down there very closely, you can see my truck. There's my truck all the way down there, and if we zoom out, here I am. So I have gone pretty far up this mountain already, And we still have a ways to go to the top. So that also means we got a ways to go down. So let's hurry up and get this and get to the top so we can see how everything looks from there. Now this is pretty interesting. Up here, we didn't find one, but 3 more crosses. 3 of them in a row. And also over here, you can get a good view of El Paso, along with Juarez. Along over here, the Sunland Park, New Mexico. So you got a pretty good view up here. Still not the top, but what a view. And it looks like there's something down there. How we missed it, I don't know, but there are all sorts of religious items on this mountain that make this mountain, in my opinion, feel a little, like holy. Is my best guess. But let's continue to the top. Okay, so we're not at the top yet, but you can get a good look at the mountain. You are starting to see more detail of the crosses as we go up. But not only that, the cave structure is in sight, and I think we found a staircase to go see it. So let's take the stairs and see what's in there. Gotta be careful, these stairs are a little uneven. And also gotta watch out for the rebarb. If you want to go for a walk to get some exercise, I suggest climbing this mountain. Not only to experience it, but to also get a little bit of a workout in while you're climbing. That's if you're not afraid of climbing mountains. Doesn't seem to be very well maintained with all the weeds growing up. Ooh. Looks like someone brought a candle, but it looks like it accidentally fell and broke. Sorry about your candle, whoever brought it up. Oh, here's another one. The elements must not be kind to... Okay. I think this is as far as I'm gonna go. If you look closely in that little hole, there appears to be a beehive. An interesting fact. I am allergic to bees. So it looks like I can't get any closer. But the moment I got up here, I saw what it is. Don't know if you can see it or not, but it's a picture of the Virgin Mary. That is really cool in my opinion. That is a really incredible find up here. This mountain, seriously, in my opinion, feels like something that all sorts of people who come here, I feel like this mountain has been dedicated to this energy, to to this holy energy, in my opinion, from the fact that you see so many crosses and you see so many structures and paintings dedicated to all this holiness. And all of this is coming to you raw. This is raw live footage that I am recording. This is my actual experience of what I'm seeing and hearing on this mountain. Fascinating. Okay, so we are further up the mountain and we have found another cross with more numbers on it. But it seems the small cross in the center is gone. Don't know if the elements took it away or if someone took it. All we know is we found another one. This mountain is full of interesting stuff. The sea, not just on it, but around it. Hopefully we should be reaching the top soon. Okay, so I was walking, I found this candle here. Looks like someone left the candle here and lit it up, leaving as a sign of like hope and prayers. And there appears to be some little guys running around here. The more we climb this mountain, the more interesting stuff we see. Seriously. First time ever doing this in my life. And look, you can see a little bit peeking from the mountain, the cross. As we're walking up this mountain, you can get a better view of Juarez from here. This side shows us a much wider view of Juarez compared to the other side. So this is really interesting to be seen. I mean, when you take scenic drive, you can only see El Paso and Juarez. But over along this trail, I've been seeing both Paso, Juarez, and along with Sunland Park, which is really interesting. Oh, look at this. You're beautiful. Ah, that's a nice message. Though I wonder if that's considered vandalism. Well, let's not worry about it. I mean, since we didn't do it, let's not worry about it. But here, we're seeing more and more of Juarez and bits of El Paso. And look, up ahead, another cross along this interesting path. This mountain is full of surprises. And right there, yep, you can see downtown El Paso from here. And look, we're almost at the top. We're almost there, and you can see some rails and other structure. Oh, this is nice. Wonder if this is a cross or an X. Anyway, not sure what this tank is, but it looks kind of old. Wonder if it was a building for something. And up there, you can see another set of side steps along with, I believe, a bench. Okay. And the incline's kind of steep. This mountain, seriously, is a good workout for anyone who wants to get a workout. Anyway, we're almost there, almost at the top. Almost, and we made it. Whoa! There seems to be placards all over the cross, some of which that are recent. And the structure around here is interesting. It's kind of hard to make out with the rust, but it looks like each one of these plaques here are dedicated. That one says Peter, Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartolome, don't know how to pronounce it, Bartolomeo, I don't know, Thomas, Matthew, another James, Thaddeus, Simon, and Matisse, I believe it's it. It's kind of hard to read, but each of these, they must be of significance. There appears to be a bench here with the symbols. Looks kind of messy, but it looks like this here has become an important spot, for remembering people. There's even candles with names on them. And if you look out from here, you can see so much. You can see Juarez, Paso, and not only that, there's also still Sunland Park. You can see all this and the Franklin Mountains in the back. This is interesting. And now here's the main part. The actual mountain. The actual statue on this mountain. Look how big it is, and look at it just overlooking all this. It is just fascinating to see this structure overlooking all of this. All this. In a weird way, being watched by God. And we have climbed the top to see it. Okay, so we are here at the top. We have reached this point. You can see the structure behind me. And we have seen a lot of stuff while we were up here. We saw stuff climbing up the mountain, around the mountain. We have a good view of so many places from here. It is just an interesting spot that And I'm glad I managed to come here at least once in my life. But now, time to go all the way back down. After seeing all this, it's time for us to leave. But not before, saying thank you for such an amazing day and for such an amazing trip of this mountain. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel for other interesting content, and hopefully I shall see you soon in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.